Okay, so here we've got a bunch of seeds that we're going to put in here, and these are actually all of our herbs. So we're gonna do a lot of pausing and coming back and pausing and coming back because I don't have anywhere to actually sit you so you can watch this without the sun glaring in your eyes, and I don't have a tripod or anything. So we're going to put all of these lovely, let's see, sage, chives. See if I can stick you somewhere so we can tell you what's, yeah, there we go. So we have chives, sage, thyme, rosemary, and oregano. And if you can see, boop, 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 all of our seeds are falling out of the oregano. I realized that just a minute ago when I pulled it out of the box. So we're hoping that this all goes good. Some of these seeds are old, so I'll be planting a couple extra seeds in each one. All of these seeds are to be put 1/4 of an inch into the soil and then cover them up, and then we'll dampen it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started and show you as we go. So we'll stick these here, and we're going to start with the oregano because the oregano seems to be the one that's leaking seeds everywhere. And I don't have a rock to put on these seeds. Yeah, I do. I got one right here to hold my seed packets. Alright, so we're going to go around here, back up a minute. And let's see, we're going to stick the oregano. Sorry, we're doing this one-handed. We're going to go ahead and, let's see, those are beets. So let's go ahead and put the oregano probably right here. Sounds good. It's a shorter one. Oregano is a shorter crop. So I'm just going to kind of push my finger down a couple different places. That should be good. And I'm literally just going to see if we can't shake some of those seeds. I don't even know if they're coming out. They were a minute ago. They were sprinkling all over the darn place. You can see it's really shabby system here. So here, maybe we can, I might be able to prop you up on this banister. Give me just a second to turn this little guy around here. Go behind the tower and see if you can see. What are you looking at? Those are scallions, so we gotta really turn you. There's the oregano, and we got a wasp over here that's gonna bother me. There's the beets, and down there is the oregano. So let's see if we can show you. I'm just gonna take this guy here, kind of open it a hair, and pull some of these seeds off of this tape and put some seeds in these holes. Pull a couple more out. Like I said, I don't know exactly how many of these seeds are going to turn out, or if any of them, but we're going to give it a go. These are older seeds. Usually you don't put this many seeds into a hole, but I'm going to clean off this tape, so I'm just kind of sprinkling them in here on the soil. We'll close this back up. I'll have to get my tape in a minute, and then we're just going to kind of move the soil around a little, hoping that the seeds got in there and they're covered up and will grow. You can see I'm filthy dirty. So that is how I did the oregano, and hopefully I got that in the camera. Oh, sometimes the struggles are real, guys. So now I gotta go get me a different rock to hold the seed packets that we already use. We got rocks everywhere. Okay, so the oregano is in the soil. Now I will, some of these seeds are not open, but they're older. Now I gotta open these seed packs, and then I'll come back and I'll try and show you how we get the rest of them planted. So I'll be right back. Okay, now for the rosemary. I pulled the tape open so we can see it. And this one's a little bit of a taller plant. We like to use this one in a lot of our cooking. And I'm gonna go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll use 6 seeds today. Kind of reseal that a bit. Stick it under this rock. And now we're gonna swizzle you over here. Let's see where to put the rosemary. I think we're gonna put that down here towards the peppers. So we'll put the rosemary, if I can do this without dropping my seeds. We'll go ahead and just put the rosemary, those are the early birds. How about we'll put rosemary right here? Sounds like a good idea. All right, and I got 6 seeds in my hand. If you can see there, those are the rosemary seeds. And that's how, besides the package, you also know how to plant rosemary according to, I'll just do 4 holes this time and see what happens. According to the size of the actual seed. So there's a seed in there. There's a couple seeds there. Put one in there. I'm hoping I'm getting them in the holes. It's hard to see, but we're gonna hope that they go in there. All right, so then just like that, you can't really tell that the seeds are in the soil. And just like I did the last ones, the shadow is really gonna be a poo. So we'll shift this around, and then we're just gonna kind of pull the soil over the holes. Hopefully you can see this. Probably, there you go. There's a stick in there. Let's pull that stick out of there. All right, so we just scoot the soil over top of the holes, kind of pat it down, and voila. There we go. So that's basically all you do to it. So I'll go ahead and get these other ones opened and get them done and come back and show you where they're placed, because these are all herbs, and so they are all going to be planted 1/4 of an inch deep into the soil. Now, thyme is a very invasive crop, and it will take over pretty much everything. It's one of those that's kind of like mint, and it will take over everything. So I hesitated to put it in this grow tower because of that. But I think we're just going to go ahead and give it a whirl and see what happens with it. And if it does, well, that's okay too. We'll have plenty of time to put in our food and season other things. And thyme is extremely tiny, tiny seeds. So, holy moly. Almost looks like little specks of dirt. So I don't know exactly how many seeds I have in my hand, but we're going to give it a whirl anyway. So here's our little thyme. And Let's see what we can get done here. Whee! All right. There's really nowhere to put you, so I'm going to go ahead and probably bring you back over here on the side of this. And hopefully you can see, and I won't be too much in the way. So the camera's right here, it looks like. Yeah. So we're going to swirl this around a little. And since we got rosemary there, let's go ahead and this is Italian, what are those, beets? Oh, those are onions. Okay, so we're going to put the thyme, I guess we'll put the thyme down here. We're going to stick it in there. And these ones, just going to kind of push some soil around here. Couple of holes in there. Clean off my hands so you can see this. I don't know if you can see how small those seeds are. They're teeny tiny little specks. I'm just gonna pinch them off of my hand and maybe they're so small I can't hardly touch them, and scurry them onto the soil. One more, and then we're just gonna kind of move the soil around like so. Because they're so small, I really don't even know where they are in here. You can't really see them, but that's all we're gonna do. Just kind of move the soil around, hoping that they all got covered and they don't blow away. And there is our thyme. So, thyme is planted. The other two we have are going to be the sage, which is another older one, and I like to cook with a lot of sage, and I even like to dry it out and burn it. So I have 2 tags for our sage. So we'll do that one. And the last one is going to be our chives. This is common chives. And this one actually we got when we ordered the grow tower. Or garden tower. So we'll do the sage next. And then the chives. So we find out, I don't know if you guys can see, but I just take some tape and tape them up when I'm done using them. Last year I tried to grow a bunch of this stuff in pots and even inside, and I don't know what went wrong. Maybe it was my fault, maybe it's because the seeds are old, not exactly sure. But that's why this year we're putting extra seeds in there, and if we have to thin them out, then I can always thin them out or relocate them to other pots. You know, but with them, the older they are, the more you want to go ahead and try to put extra seeds. Holy moly, not that many extra seeds. Extra seeds in your holes just to ensure that you do, or your pots, just to ensure that you do actually get germination. So here we've got the sage. And these seeds, let's move you back over here. Alrighty. There we go. And we're gonna, sage is a kind of a taller plant, so I think we're gonna go further down here. Yeah. So we're gonna do a sage here. And I'll move the tag the opposite way as last time, so hopefully you can see it better. And let's see, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, Now, sage is a good one to put in your chicken, or I mean, sage is just good to cook with. We like to put some sage when we roast our chickens or bake our chickens. You can put it in turkey along with the thyme and everything. Yeah, we do a lot of sage. So I got probably 3 seeds in each one of these pockets. And then I'm just going to kind of tuck them in there by moving some soil around, pulling some soil down so that it's all nice and tucked in. And just push it down a hair there just to make them snug. And then once I got all of these put in here, let's go ahead and do another one. There's our bunching onions. Actually, those are scallions. And we got sage over there, so let's put a sage. Those are jalapenos. So we'll do a sage probably here by the rosemary. And I'll go ahead and tuck this one in like so again too. So the tags are in there. Hopefully you can see that. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 seeds. Let me get a couple more just to make sure that they germinate. Okay. And again, I'm just going to poke a couple holes in here. That's probably a little too deep. And the soil is very wet because, again, we've had quite a bit of rain. So there's 2 in there. I think, oh, that's probably 3 or 4 in there. But that'll be good. We're just going to put them in there. Pull the soil down. Hopefully you can see that that's what I'm doing, is just kind of pulling the soil down around the seeds. Tapping it in just so that it's nice and snug. Not pushing on it, just tapping it in there. And you can see all the wet soil. And there is our sage. So that's basically what I'm going to do with the chives too. And then we'll go and do the other crops. But these chives are a brand new package. And so sometimes they're harder to get open. So I'll try and get these open. If I can't, I'll go get my little gizmo that's in my seed box and open it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so when you can't get the package open, what I do is I use a little letter opener and stick it between the opening and peel it open. Sometimes you see, sometimes it'll create a hole or what have you, but it does get your package open. These are tiny seeds too, and chives are another one of those that, like I said, if you watched my video, the other one I just posted or will be posting soon, chives are one of those that I love to eat. Onions and chives are kind of sort of what I would believe is the same, but I just like putting them on baked potatoes and in my in like my eggs and on my salads and just about everywhere. So here's the chives, and these are common chives. So, and the flowers are also edible. So if they do bolt and go to seed, you can always go ahead and eat the flowers. They make your salad look pretty, and they're still tasty. So I think we're gonna do the chives. Let's see here. We got dill over here, so let's go ahead and bring some chives up here by the beets, I think. And the spinach. There's some scallions and sage. Where's that other tomato? I think I have a jalapeno in here, so we're going to put it by the jalapeno. Turn it around. Here it is. All right, so we're going to put the... Better move it so you can see it. I think your camera should be able to see it that way. Let's flip you around. All right, so here's the sage. Okay, and if I scoot it a little, this is the jalapeno, and chives are like onions, which detour pests. So we're gonna put them, the chives, in here right below the rosemary and the thyme. So we'll stick this little guy in there. Maybe if it doesn't, maybe we'll put it over here. There you go. Get in there somewhere, don't ya? Alright, that'll do. Okay, and here's the little teeny tiny seeds. So I'm just gonna poke a couple holes, kind of just basically move the soil around and clean off my finger and just sprinkle them on the top of the soil. And we're gonna move the soil around a bit to hopefully cover them, and that's pretty much it. Just like all the other seeds, we're just covering them up a little. So that they're, then I just tuck them in here so that they're in contact. Now once I'm done with all of the seeds today, then I'll go ahead and come through, make sure that none of those seeds were stuck on my finger. But then I'll go ahead and bring the hose up here and turn it on mist and just lightly mist all of the soil to make sure that it's damp and the seeds are in contact with the soil. Because we did just get quite a bit of rain, I don't want to water them too much and drown them, but I just want them to be snug in there into the soil. So there is planting our herbs in the Grow Tower or Garden Tower Project 2. So that's always fun. And just so you can, I don't know if I've shown this before, probably, but that little guy right there is an okra who's poked its head out. And those little guys over there, boop, 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 are some of our purple cosmic carrots. And all over here, if you can see them, I don't know if the camera's going to be able to show them or not, but we've got all kinds of cute little purple cosmic, these little guys there. Yeah, those are our carrots. So we do have life and everything has started. So far, nothing has drowned it, so that's good because we've got quite a bit of rain so far. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this and it wasn't too boring. I know it's a little bit long, 23 minutes, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this or you know somebody who would enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you get all the updates on all the stuff I am doing. And remember, there's a stick in my soil. Remember that you are someone, you do matter. I love you, and we will see you on the next video. Until then, ciao now.